So do you also wish to make text improvements in your content using an AI automatically? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we are going to understand how to use AI agent to streamlining content editing for text improvements. So as a content creator, I draft my content in my Google Sheets, and here my objective is that when I'm going to add a new content in my Google Sheets, then automatically OpenAI should edit the content, and after editing the content, automatically that edited content should be added in my Google Sheets under that specific column. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my Google Sheets with OpenAI and my Google Sheets again using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me all take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. In this video, I'll show you how content creators like me can use AI to automatically improve grammar, style and tone in real time. It makes editing faster, easier and way more efficient. Alright, so as you all know that as a content creator, I can use AI to streamline the editing process by automatically suggesting improvements for grammar, style, tone and clarity. So the AI analyzes my content, identifies areas for enhancement and offers real-time suggestions, making the editing process faster and more efficient. This helps ensure that my writing is polished and engaging while maintaining consistency in tone and voice, all without needing to spend hours fine-tuning every piece of content. Alright, so here I've already built an automation where I've connected my Google Sheets with my OpenAI account using an automation software. And now here in this video, firstly we are going to see the working of this automation to understand the entire process more clearly. So here my objective is, as soon as I'm going to add the content type and the draft content over here in my Google Sheets, then automatically OpenAI should edit the content and the edited content by OpenAI should be added in my Google Sheets under this edit by AI column. So now here to see the working of this automation, I'm going to add the content type and the draft content in my Google Sheets. And here you can see I have successfully added the details such as the content type and the draft content, and here you can see within some seconds we have received the edited caption by AI over here under this column. Alright, so this was the working of this amazing automation, and now here in this video we are going to learn step by step that how you can set up this entire automation by simply connecting your Google Sheets with your OpenAI account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So here in your browser you need to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers, and it will navigate you to the landing page of Pabbly Connect. Alright, so here on my screen you can see Pabbly Connect's home page, and here you can see two options such as sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as use AI agent to streamlining content editing for text improvements. And now you have to giving a name to my workflow. It is asking me to select the folder. So here in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've already created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So here in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, so now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's build the automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as Google Sheets, as I'm adding my content draft in my Google Sheets. So Google Sheets is a free web-based spreadsheet program that allows you to create, edit and share spreadsheets online. So in my Google Sheets trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet row, so that when I'm going to add a new content in my Google Sheets, then automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow should get triggered. Alright, so now here you can see after selecting my trigger event, I have received a webhook URL. That means here I'm going to use this webhook URL to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So following the instructions given below, firstly here I'm going to copy this webhook URL. And here I've already logged in my Google Sheets account, and here you can see the spreadsheet that I've created with the name content, and here you can see the fields that I've taken such as content type, draft content and edit by AI. So now here I'm going to connect this Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. Alright, so here before moving forward with this connection, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add the content over here. That means the content type and the draft content first. And here you can see I have successfully added the content type and draft content over here. And now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to connect this Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So now here to build this connection, firstly you need to install an add-on in your Google Sheets account. So for that you need to click on this extensions, and from here you need to select add-ons. Now here in add-ons you have to select get add-ons. And then here in this Google Workspace Marketplace, you have to search for your add-on, that is Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And then you need to install this add-on in your Google Sheets account in order to connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. Alright, so here you can see it is already installed in my Google Sheets account. So moving back, and here after installing this add-on, you have to follow exactly the same steps. So once you have installed this add-on, you have to refresh your Google Sheets, and that's a necessary step. Alright, so now you have to refreshing the Google Sheets, you need to click on this extensions, and then you'll be able to see your option of Pabbly Connect Webhooks over here. So now from here you need to select initial setup. And here in the initial setup, you can see it is asking me to enter the webhook URL and the trigger column. So here for the webhook URL, I'm going to enter the webhook URL that I've received in my Pabbly's workflow. And then here it is asking me to enter the trigger column. So it says the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here you can see my last data column is column B, because I want whenever I'm going to add the draft content, then automatically OpenAI should edit the content. So for that, here I'm going to select my trigger column as column B, and then I'm going to click on this submit. And here you can see it says setup configured successfully. That means we have successfully set up a webhook inside our Google Sheets. So now after setting up the connection, I'm going to test this connection by simply clicking on the send test button given over here. And here you can see it says test data sent successfully. That means we have successfully sent this first row data of our Google Sheets to our Pabbly's workflow. That means to this webhook URL. So now let's go and check it. But here before moving back to Pabbly's workflow, you need to perform another very important step in order to completely connect your Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. So for that you need to click on this extensions, and from here you need to select Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Now here in the Pabbly Connect Webhooks, you have to turn on the send on event. So by turning it on, automatically whenever you're going to add a new detail in your Google Sheets, then automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Alright, so here we have successfully turned it on. So now let's go and check it, and here you can see we have received a tick in front of send on event. That means we have successfully turned it on. So now let's move back to Pabbly's workflow, and here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the trigger column, spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, sheet name and some other details such as row index, draft content and content type. So with this we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we have received the draft content through Google Sheets, then automatically I want to give that content to OpenAI for text improvements. So for that I need to connect my OpenAI with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So here I'm going to select my action application as OpenAI. So OpenAI is a company that develops advanced AI tools and models like ChatGPT. People use OpenAI to create content, write code, answer questions and even generate creative ideas. So here in my OpenAI action step, I'm going to select my action event as ChatGPT. So that automatically using ChatGPT, OpenAI should make the text improvements in my draft content. Alright, so now here to connect my OpenAI with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your OpenAI account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, it is asking me to enter the API token. So here following the instructions given below, here I've already logged in my OpenAI account, and from here I'm going to access the API keys given in the left side bar. And here under API keys you can see the existing API keys. So I'm going to create a new API key by clicking on this create new secret key, and here I'm going to give a name to my key such as edit content. and then I'm going to select my project as default project, and then I'm going to click on this create secret key. So this is the API key generated, so I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the API token. Now here after entering the API token, I'm going to click on this save given over here, and here you can see we are now successfully connected. So now moving forward, and then here is asking me to select the AI model. So here by clicking on this drop down menu, you can see all the AI models available. So here in this particular case, I'm going to select my AI model as GPT-4 because I want to use this AI model for my text improvements. So you can select the AI model as per your need. Alright, so now after selecting the AI model, it is asking me to enter the prompt. So here in this prompt field, I need to enter the relevant prompt that I want to give to AI for the text improvements. Alright, so here I'm going to add the relevant prompt. Alright, so here you can see I've successfully added the relevant prompt where I've given some instructions to AI to edit the content, and here I've added the line that says here's the content I want you to edit, and here in the place of this draft content I'm going to add the content that I want to get edited. Alright, so now here instead of entering the content manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from my trigger step or my previous steps. Mapping makes our text dynamic so that whenever we are going to add a new content in our Google Sheets, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So in the place of this draft content, I'm going to map the content drafted, and then here after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on this save and set test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the message content. That means the content edited by AI. So here you can see it has edited the content. That means the AI has made some text improvements and added the data relatable to the content that I've drafted in my Google Sheets. Alright, so with this we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now after receiving the edited content by OpenAI, what I want is that I want to add the content edited by OpenAI in my Google Sheets under the specific column that is edited by AI. So for that I'm going to add another action step over here, and again here in this action step I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets, and here in this action step I'm going to select my action event as update a cell value. So by selecting this particular action event, I'm going to update the cell value of this edit by AI column. So now here to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build this connection, I'm going to click on this add new connection because I've connected my Google Sheets account with Pabbly Connect in the trigger setup. But this time I'm going to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect in an action setup. So that's why I'm going to select add a new connection. But here if you have already connected your Google Sheets account with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account. And here I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So I've already shown you that I have my spreadsheet with the name content over here. So moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to select my spreadsheet as content. And after selecting my spreadsheet, I'm going to select my sheet as sheet 1, and then it is asking me to enter the range. So it says enter the range of the sheet that needs to be updated here. Example C5, that is column name plus row index. So here you can see my column is column C over here, that is edited by AI, and I want to add the details and I want to add the edited content over here. So for that I'm going to add my column name as C, and then here for the row index I'm going to map the row index from the response that I've received in my Google Sheets trigger response. Alright, so this is the row index, and now after entering the age, it is asking me to enter the value. So here for the value, I'm going to map the edited text generated by OpenAI. So this is the text generated by OpenAI, and now after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on this save and send test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully added the edited content by OpenAI in our Google Sheets. So now let's go and check it, and here you can see we have successfully added the content over here in the column of edit by AI. Alright, so with this we have successfully set up our entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as Google Sheets and our action as OpenAI and Google Sheets again. So that whenever we are going to add a new draft content in our Google Sheets, then automatically OpenAI is going to edit that content, and after editing and making the text improvements, automatically that edited content is going to be added in our Google Sheets under that specific column. Alright, so these were the steps to how to use AI agent to streamlining content editing for text improvements. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. So now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, then you can simply visit our website, that is www.pabbly.com. So now if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.